Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today's video is going to be one that you can tell from the title already. It's going to be all about sunscreens. I'm going to talk about my top 5 favorite Holy Grail ride or die sunscreens, and I will tell you there's a slight bit of cheating that I'm doing. There are 4 sunscreens which are like literally my Holy Grails. I've used up like literally the entire tubes, and I love them so much that if you tell me that you give me the money and you're like, go out and repurchase them right now, I will do that because I love them so much. I know the like the trusty ones, I can totally completely bank on them. If I had to use like just one of those or like all of those, like only those for the rest of my life, I would totally be happy with it because I know that I can completely trust them 100%. Like that's how much I absolutely freakingly love them. And there is just one which is like a newer edition, and it's one which I'm going to be very honest with you guys, today is the first time that I've actually used it. I filmed a video right before this, which I'm not sure if it's going to be up before this or after this. I think it's going to be up after this. It's like an updated morning skincare routine video. And in that, I used the sunscreen for the first time. It's the L'Oreal Paris UV Perfect Aqua Essence City Face Mist UV Protection XP 50. Like it's a spray sunscreen. This is what it looks like. And I've used it right on my skin. You can see how absolutely transparent it is, and literally in the video I literally demo the entire thing for you guys so you can tell that it's literally like really absolutely transparent. And if I went and I looked at myself in the mirror, I literally could not see like any residue or anything like that. I could just see maybe like very very fine white particles, like you know where you have like peach fuzz like around your face where you have a little bit of hair and everything. There I could probably see like a little bit of this like sit on top of the hair, but like if you just put your finger like that and you just rub it, it disappears immediately. So it's not something that leaves a residue which you need to rub in or anything like that. So yeah, this is also one that even though I've just used it today for the first time, I can tell that it is eventually going to be one of those trustworthy Holy Grail ones that I could easily recommend and not doubt my opinion and be like, did I just like maybe do a mistake, should I have not mentioned this? No, I think this is definitely one that I totally also completely trust on, and it's something like once you actually try it out, you know it's not something which needs to be used like multiple times because it's literally a spray. It does not really matter what you're wearing underneath. It's also something you can put on top. Like if you're someone who wears makeup on an everyday basis but you still want to touch up your sunscreen, I think this is a great option for you as well. But I will tell you it's more of a pricier one. You get 64 grams of it in this container, and it's priced at 835. That's what the MRP on this says. So yeah, it's more of a pricier one. I don't think this should be like your everyday sunscreen because you're going to fly through this very quickly, and spending like 800 on this maybe every 2 weeks or something, 2 or 3 weeks, is going to be a more pricier deal when you look at it. And by the way, the other 4 sunscreens, which are like my favorites, which are all gel sunscreens, by the way, I will tell you which, like, I'll tell you the options that you have, which is the most affordable one. If I had to just stick with like one of them, which one I would stick with, and all of that, I will give you all the dates, all the details very, very soon. But yeah, I just want to tell you that all of the sunscreens, like I have 3 sunscreens which are literally all the exact same thing. They're all clear translucent gels which when you absorb, when you apply it on the skin, it becomes completely transparent. It does not leave any white cast, any color, any tint, no, nothing. If you're looking for something which has a little bit of tint so it can even out your skin tone, these are not the ones to go for. You can go for I know there's a L'Oreal sunscreen similar to, like, I think it's a part of the same range, just like this one, and I think the packaging is also similar. That has like a skin tone, skin tint to it. So if you want to even out the skin tone, either you can just like use a BB cream on top of sunscreen, or if you want your sunscreen that has a tint, there's one by VLCC. I think it's the matte look depigmentation sunscreen gel cream, something like that. That one has a tint, and also the L'Oreal Paris UV Essence one, which is like the same color packaging as this, but it's like a tube. That one has a tint. Go for those, not for these. So there are 3 sunscreens, which again, like I mentioned, are the exact same thing. It's just that they're different brands. One is Lakme, one is Lotus Herbals, and the other is VLCC, but they're all the same. They all come in 50-gram sizes and 100-gram sizes. So depending on whether you want one to like carry around with you in your bag and you want it to be like a smaller size, so you can go for the 50-gram one. If you want like a good size which is going to last you like a good few months, then go for the 100-gram ones. Like once you know that this is your holy grail perfect sunscreen, then you can go and invest in the bigger size. So yeah, you can do that. And then the fourth one that I have to talk about, it's a white color. Like when you when you take some in your palm or on the back of your hand or whatever, you see it's a white color, but when you start applying it and massaging it into the skin, it becomes completely transparent. So it's like a cream to gel kind of a like finish and consistency. And again, that is one that is absolutely beautiful. I feel just as confident using that, because I know that when I start massaging it, it's going to definitely completely get absorbed and not leave any sort of a residue on the skin. It's more of one that if my skin is feeling slightly more drier, I would go for that one. Or if I am using that as a moisturizer cum sunscreen, I would go for that, because I also feel that it has a lot of moisturization. The other gel sunscreens, the other three ones that I spoke about, those are more of like hydration but not really moisturization. For that matter, like I would not replace those with a moisturizer. If I'm using one of those, I need to have a moisturizer applied to my skin before using it, like before using the sunscreen. So yeah, I'll talk about the cream to gel sunscreen first. It's the VLCC Detan SPF 50 PA triple plus sunscreen, and it comes only in a 100-gram size. Now, like I mentioned, the other ones come in 50-gram and 100 grams. This one only comes in a 100-gram size, and it's priced at rupees 415. So yeah, and it's gonna last for a good, I would say, 2.5 months at least. If you're using it like every single day, it would easily last you for that long. 2.5 to 3 months is what I would estimate for a 100-gram size. So yeah, that was the cream to gel one. Now the other three I mentioned, the Lakme, it's the UV. So the like Lakme has two sunscreens. It has a lotion and it has a gel. Now this is the gel one. It's not the lotion. The lotion is one that I haven't used. I don't plan on using, because I'm not fond of lotion kind of sunscreens. This is the gel. I would specifically leave links for every single product in the description box, so that way you do not mix it up with anything other, anything similar, and just like confuse yourself. So yeah, I will leave a link for the Lakme one. It's the matte gel and it's not the lotion. We also have the Lotus Herbals UV Screen Matte Gel. Now, Lotus Herbals has a lot of sunscreens, so it's very easy to, confuse yourselves with something else. So, I will specifically leave a link for this one as well. And then we have the VLCC Radiance Pro Gel. Radiance Pro Sunscreen Gel. Yeah, that's what it's called. And this one is an SPF of 30 and not an SPF of 50. All the other ones are SPF 50. The Lakme one, the Lotus Herbals one, and the cream to gel one by VLCC, they're all SPF 50. But the VLCC Radiance Pro Sunscreen Gel is an SPF of 30, and they're all PA triple plus as well. So now, personally for me, I use sunscreen only like, I need protection from the sun mainly only when I'm traveling from home to college or my workplace, and then again back from my workplace or college to home during the daytime when I'm exposed to the sun. But apart from that, I'm not really in the sun for a very long time, like throughout the day. So an SPF 30 is also, I'm sorry. And SPF 30 is also good enough for me. It's not really much of an issue. But depending on what your lifestyle is, you can decide if you want a lower SPF. If you can do with a lower SPF, or you necessarily need a higher SPF. So that's something for you to decide as to what you prefer. So yeah, I would leave that to you. Now let's talk about the prices of all of them. So the Lakme sunscreen comes in a 50 ml and a 100 ml size. The 50 ml is priced at rupees 250 and the 100 ml is priced at rupees 450. So definitely getting the bigger size is obviously a better deal, and that is of course the same for all the other sunscreens as well. The Lotus Herbals one, the 50-gram one, is priced at 315. So if you're like planning on going for a travel size, then I will recommend that you go for the Lakme one over this one. But the best deal is the VLCC one, because the 50 grams of the VLCC is priced at 245. So you're saving just like $5. It's not like a big deal, but yeah, I will say that the VLCC 50 gram size is something that I haven't seen anywhere in stores. In stores, you only see the 100 gram size everywhere. So depending on where you're purchasing, if you're buying it online, you can find both of them on Nykaa. But if not, if you're going in stores, Lakme counters have both the sizes everywhere. So if you're planning on buying it in like some store, then definitely go for the Lakme one, because the 50 gram size of the Lakme one is definitely better. And then coming to the 100 gram size, the Lakme one is priced at 450, the Lotus one is 440. So it's just a 10 rupee difference, not really very major. But the VLCC 100 gram size is priced at 350. So you're saving around 100 bucks if you're going for the VLCC one in the 100 gram size. So overall, I would say the VLCC is the best deal, no matter if you buy the 100 gram size or the 50 gram size. But since the 50 gram size is not very easily available, if it was for me personally, and if I was not placing an order online, like if I just ran out of my sunscreen and I had to go to a store and buy a sunscreen immediately, I would go for the Lakme one when it comes to like a travel size, because it's the cheapest if you compare. For the VLCC, I would for the 100 gram size, I would definitely go for VLCC, because I'm saving like a good 100 bucks, and every 2 to 3 months, if I'm saving 100 bucks, I'm saving like 400 bucks in a month. Sorry, in a year. So that is a very, very good. I feel that is like the best deal. So yeah, that was my full rounded opinion, price comparison, and all of that on all of these. And of course, when I leave links in the description box, you can find the prices there as well. And these are all MRPs. So when I was checking even right now on Nykaa, a few of them are actually on discounts, because Nykaa always has sales going on. So you would save even more money. So when you're comparing prices, I would say that if you're checking out the prices compared to sale prices, like when you're actually buying them, these are only like standard prices. If you're going to a regular department store, you will probably not get the offers and the discounts. So then I think the MRP makes more sense, and it's more knowledgeable for like all of you. So yeah, that's the reason I wanted to compare MRPs and not like offer price, because it like kind of depends from like time to time. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope it was fun for you guys, and more than fun, I hope it was informative, because I know for me sunscreen is something I'm very particular about, because it's happened to me multiple times, and it still happens a lot of times, that there are certain sunscreens which are more like creamy or like lotiony. My throat is giving me like a really bad time right now, so I'm very sorry for that. But yeah, like I was saying, there are a lot of sunscreens which still give me a hard time, because I might really blend them very well into the skin, but then when I go out in the sun and I start sweating, I'm also sweating my sunscreen off, and then you can see like white patches here and there, because the sunscreen is all melting off your face, and it looks very, very, very unflattering, which is why these are ones that I know are not going to give me any of those issues whatsoever. And I'm just more confident when I'm using one of these, which is why I love them so much. They're my absolute favorites and holy grails. So yeah, that's why I wanted to make a video all about this, because I know that if you come back and watch this video even 5 years later, it would still be super duper helpful for you guys. Yeah, the prices would have probably hiked up, but apart from that, I feel like it's still gonna be super duper helpful for you no matter when you watch this video. So yeah, I really hope that you found it helpful and informative. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will leave links for everything like I mentioned in the description box, and I will also leave my social media handle, which is my Instagram, in the description box. So you can follow me there if you want to as well. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel, hit on the bell button, because that way you'll get to know every single time I post a new video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time. Bye. Bye bye.